Let's go! 197 head of 197. Hey, today we're gonna name every flag of the world. So to start, I'm not gonna talk about these first couple because they're pretty easy to recognize. I think most people in the world would recognize at least 10 or 20. But I'll provide you some hints on how I remember some of the harder ones down the line. South Korea, France. Belgium and Germany look very similar. Belgium is vertical stripes. Italy, I think of pasta sauce on the right, red. Here we go. IKEA colors for Sweden, that's where they're from. Ireland, not to be confused with Cote D'ivoire, which is orange, white, green. Australia and New Zealand look very similar. All of these Icelandic countries have the cross in the middle. Jamaica got hugely popular in 2008 when Usain Bolt came to play. I think Norway, as there's red and blue on the same flag, and there's always red on the outer edges. So far so good. Here's New Zealand with the red stars. Here's Denmark. It's like Norway, but there's no blue stripes in the middle. And Iceland, which has blue on the outside. India looks very similar to Niger. Poland, blood on the bottom. Portugal with the emblem. There's Belgium, looks very similar to Germany. Here is Cyprus and Kosovo, look very similar, but they're the only ones with the flag, with their island on the flag. That one's Russia, blood on the bottom. Croatia with the crest, checker pattern. Saudi Arabia with the sword. Iraq with the words instead of the sickles. Czechia, I always have trouble spelling, so I just auto spelled that. It looks like a Z in the middle. Nepal, very distinct flag. Netherlands is like Russia but upside down. I think of like peaceful Russia. Ukraine. Kenya throws spears, 2 spears. Lebanon has a tree, not to be confused with Eritrea, also has a tree but skinnier. Then Slovakia, like the Vikings, looks like a Viking ship. North Macedonia looks like sun rising in the north. Albania, blackbird, the only one with a blackbird. Estonia, only one with a shade of blue up top. This one's Nigeria, looks like Peru but green. This one I was getting confused by is Austria. Looks similar to Latvia, but Latvia is like darker. I think of dark muscles for lat. Cuba. North Korea looks like an armband to me. This one's Romania, of water, sun, and blood for the Romans. This one's Vatican City, holy. Pakistan. Sri Lanka, the only one with the lion. Chile with the ice cube in the left corner. Slovenia, Mountaina. This one is Uruguay. I was getting confused with Paraguay, but it looks like Argentina, but the sun is in the corner. Here's Latvia for the muscle, darker. Vietnam, star in the middle, red. Malaysia, I was getting confused with Singapore. Qatar looks like Bahrain but darker color. Iran from the sickle. Egypt, bird, eagle. This one is Hungary. I think of vegetables, rice, and meat. Barbados with the spear. Bangladesh looks like Paulo but red and green. Serbia with the bird crest. Morocco with the star in the middle. Colombia, land, ocean, sun. Panama Canal, like you're about to cross the Panama Canal. Trinidad and Tobago looks like Nicki Minaj's G-string. Venezuela is like Colombia, but has stars in the middle. Malta, you just have to remember, very distinct. This Bhutan with the dragon. Algeria. Cambodia with the house castle thing. Then we have Belarus, looks like Turkmenistan. This one's Cote d'Ivoire, backwards of Ireland. Fiji, I think of the 3 palm trees for IJI. Syria, 2 stars. Angola for the gear. Bahrain, lighter color of Qatar. Thailand, you're biting the ocean, is by the sea. This one's Kosovo, other one of Cyprus. This one is Bulgaria. I think of it as bulgogi. When you're hungry, you want to eat bulgogi, and similar colors to Hungary. Seashells, like the patterns on a seashell. This is Libya. You just have to hard memorize that one. This one is Monaco and Indonesia look very similar. They're the same colors, it's just the length of the flag. Tunisia, I think of tuna eyeball. Honduras, H with the stars. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Herzegovina, it's a very distinct flag. Luxembourg, the only blue of that shade. Ghana, black star in the middle. This one's Ecuador. It literally has land in the middle, like equator. This one is Liberia, like the United States flag. Peru, sometimes they don't have the emblem in the middle. This is Bahamas, like you're flying into the Bahamas in a landing strip in between ocean. Indonesia, I think, is a shorter flag actually. Afghanistan. Here we go. Here's the harder ones. Andorra, I think of Spain, but Dora. And Eswatini, 3 spears. Uganda, the lady secretary bird. Montenegro has holding a grenade and a staff. Kazakhstan, like the bird is making a Kazakhstan sound. This one's Cameroon, yellow star. San Marino, by the ocean. Liechtenstein is the only one with the crown like this. The other one is Uzbekistan. Or Tajikistan, sorry. And Zimbabwe. Moldova, cow in a bird. This one is Dominica Republic. You'll see it's very similar to Dominica, but different colors. Mongolia looks like Mongolian royal on the left, and Somalia like Vietnam. Laos, I hard memorized this one. St. Lucia looks like the Pope hat, you know. Kuwait looks like one of those modern art that changes when you walk by it. UAE, UA eraser. Brunei, like you're brewing tea in the middle. Paraguay, this one pretty unique. Armenia, that shade of orange always gives it away. Philippines, pretty well-known flag of the world. Papua New Guinea, it has the weird Guinea shape, you know, at the top. Jordan, 1 star on the left. Botswana, like you're a robot and that's the visor. Turkmenistan, very similar to Belarus. This one is Lithuania. I always get this one confused, but you have to hard memorize one. This one's to go, similar to Chile. Costa Rica, this one's Central African Republic. the stripe in the middle tells you is central, right? I can't believe I can't spell central. Unreal. Next up we got Haiti, looks like a demon face in the middle. This one is Niger, similar to India. Nicaragua, I always don't know how to spell this one. If you can zoom into the flag, it says Nicaragua on the flag, similar to El Salvador. But how you remember it is a C, so it's not a complete circle, and there's no leaves underneath the pyramid eye shape thing. I just gave up. This one's Micronesia, like you're looking into a microscope and you see the bacteria, the 4 stars. El Salvador. Sometimes the hardest part is just knowing how to spell the countries, actually. I think there's about 5 I always mess up. There's on Tonga. Tonga in the left corner cross. Guatemala, long-tailed bird. This one's Senegal for a green star and G. Senegal. This one is Toman, like a T, so I remember Oman. Taiwan, my favorite country. This one is yeah man, let's go for tuna. Looks like a piece of sushi. Let's go for sushi. Looks like a piece of sushi. Very distinct red stripes on Uzbekistan. Kiribati, this is just island in the middle of nowhere, so it looks like that too. This one's Ethiopia, blue yellow star in the middle. This one's Dominica, looks like Dominican Republic even though they're very far apart. This one's Chad, is basically Romania, but the blue is slightly different. They're the same flag. This one's Azerbaijan. Zambia, bird on the right. This one's Antigua and Barbuda. It's like an island, so it looks like a, you know, you're looking at an island sunrise. Marshall Islands, very unique flag. All these tiny islands should be, sorry, Belize, 2 people. Grenada, looks like you threw a grenade. South Sudan, blue stripe on the left. Maldives, like you're diving into a pool. Palau, opposite of Bangladesh. This one is Sudan. Palestine has red on the left side. Tuvalu, like you're shooting stars to the right. Lesotho's, very unique flag, I just hard memorized this one. Saint Vincent and Grenadine, very unique flag. This is Palestine. Burundi, like 3-star brandy. Guyana, looks like a t-shirt flipped on the side. Kyrgyzstan, I remember the X from like Xbox. XYZ. Mozambique, weapons on the left side. Cabo Verde, very unique flag. I always get this one mixed up. This one's Mauritania. I think of marijuana. Not to be confused with Mauritius. They're both African countries. Yeah, as I was saying, these tiny islands shouldn't even be considered countries. They should just be one unified country or something. There's too many random flags. Timor-Leste. All of a sudden I remember how to spell it, so I went back. Timor-Leste, this guy with this shirt is gonna molest you. There's one Tanzania, it looks very similar to, I think, St. Kitts and Nevis. Samoa, unique flag, very simple. This one's Burkina Faso, looks like a Pokeball, and I think of Faso as Snorlax. This is Cornrows, looks like cornrows if you have different colored cornrows, you know. The Djibouti, you know, very unique flag. Madagascar, you think of the tropical rainforest, right? And it's hot. This one is St. Kitts and Nevis, very similar to Tanzania, but different colors. 2 stars as well for the 2 islands. Suriname, looks like armband, similar to North Korea. This is Benin, I just hard memorized this. This one is Mauritius, as if someone is doing a malicious attack on your computer, and these are the colors that will come up. Malawi, this one I always forget, but very unique flag. Sierra Leone, this one, the green and blue are very unique and distinct. This one is Nauru, is an island in the middle of nowhere. This one, Bolivia, you just have to remember the emblem in the middle. Myanmar, biggest star. This one is Democratic Republic of Congo. The 2 blues separated by red gives it away. When you see Republic of Congo, you understand, because Democratic is blue and Republic is red. Tajikistan, the other crown, very distinct colors from Liechtenstein. This one is Mali, because when you pop a Mali, you feel good and then you feel terrible at the end. This one I always forget how to spell, but to me it looks like a snail on the left side. I think in the video I end up skipping it because I couldn't figure out. Eritrea, looks like a tree, right? Rwanda, the sun's on the right. This one is Sao Tome and Principe, similar to St. Kitts and Nevis, 2 islands in the middle of the ocean. This one is Republic of Congo. You see the red on the right hand side instead of blue. I always think this one's Namibia. And this one's Namibia. I think of One Piece, the red line that separates everything, Nami. This one is Gambia for red, blue, green of the original Game Boy Pokemon games. Solomon Islands, probably the islands, you know. This one's Guinea. You feel bad when you first eat it, but you get the protein. This one is Gabon. Green, yellow, blue. Oh, I missed one. Equatorial Guinea looks like a tree. And this one is Guinea-Bissau. I just hard memorized that one. And then finally we have this flag, and boom, 100% my celebration at the end. But yeah, hopefully this video is insightful and gave you guys some idea of what it's like to memorize all the flags of the world. I'm excited because now I can finally, you know, put a flag to each of the countries when I now look at them on the map. Good morning. Hey, last night I went to RoyalTea on 10th Avenue, which is really close to the C train station. My friend Kyle, shout out to Kyle, hosted a bubble tea event, and he knew the owner of the store, so they gave us all a discount, and we just sat around and had bubble tea. Something funny, before I went into the store, there was like a pit bull and a German shepherd facing off. The owners were holding them back, and they were big dogs. And then this little baby walked up, and he was just like, "Doggy!" Made me laugh. So yeah, I went into the store, got my drink. This one I got was RoyalTea Earl Grey Trio, had aloe, boba, and jelly. It was pretty good. For the rating, atmosphere and presentation, the drink itself was presented nice, and atmosphere was a cool cafe to talk. Taste wise, 3.5 out of 5. I don't think it's the best bubble tea I've ever had. And affordability, I think some of the drinks were pretty on the more expensive side. Total score of 3.17 out of 5. It was a really chill session. I met with Kyle and Moise from last week when we went to local. And on the way back, I saw this security guard just playing cards on his computer, and the computer was facing the street, so you know, man's getting paid to sit there, you know, respect. And I also pulled this fortune. I don't really know what it means, but I pull fortune every time I feel like the previous one has already come true. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.